Welcome everybody to the 4th episode of Dining In with Adrian. My name is Adrian and I'll be your personal cooking instructor for today, but you guys already knew that by now. So regardless, today's show is really near and dear to my heart, while also being one of the least expensive recipes to date. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to cooking Arroz con Pollo, aka chicken and rice. So Arroz con Pollo has really been part of virtually every family gathering and Christmas holiday party since I was just a little kid running around at my grandmother's house. In fact, I can still remember the smell of her house when I walked in, as the aromas of spices and proteins just being cooked were as mouthwatering as they were inviting. Loved it. In fact, my grandmother must have told me at least 5 times each holiday, get out of my kitchen, quit messing with my food. But you know what, thanks to her, I'm actually able to pass my family's take on Arroz con Pollo with you guys today. I personally enjoy loading up a flour tortilla with the Arroz con Pollo and digging right in. But during times when I'm feeling a little bit extra, I'll spread a little bit of refried beans on that tortilla, drop on some Cholula hot sauce, and sprinkle it on with some cheese to form an arroz con todo taco. It's a very appetizing meal, I promise. But what you're going to need for today is going to be 1 cup of long grain rice, 1/4 cup of diced onion, 1 clove of garlic, half a teaspoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of chicken flavored bouillon, 2 cups of chicken broth or water, and approximately 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. And for the chicken, we're going to be using just about 1.5 pounds of white breast meat, which, legs and thighs are always welcome to the party. But just for the convenience sake of cooking in the Power Pressure Cooker XL and for speed and time purposes, this chicken is actually going to be a lot better than using your legs and your thighs, as you do have to heat up the bone to get that chicken fully cooked. So let's get the show on the road. Arroz con Pollo coming up right now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, to begin cooking our Arroz con Pollo, what we're going to do is coat the bottom of our pressure cooker with a little bit of vegetable oil. That's just going to let us start cooking our chicken right away. Okay, so let me take off the lid, set it aside, and I'm going to grab my vegetable oil and just start spraying on the bottom, like so. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So I'm going to go ahead, press the rice risotto button, click up the time just a little bit, and let this bad boy heat up before I drop in my chicken. Okay folks, so now it's starting to heat up pretty nice in there. I'm gonna go ahead and drop in my chicken. I might not get all the sizzle that I want at first, but it's okay, because really this is just to brown it, but make the whole cooking process a whole lot easier and a whole lot faster too once we drop in our rice and our liquids. So I'm gonna drop in the chicken now. And as soon as I dropped it in, you could already hear it sizzling. I really do love the convenience of the Power Pressure Cooker XL. And this is just straight chicken for right now. All the seasonings are going to be coming in later on once we apply the liquid into our little concoction over here, or put it inside of our vessel, to where we're really going to get that flavor profile that we're really looking for on our Arroz con Pollo. Like I said, this is a very, very easy meal to make. It takes literally just minutes. Even less time in the Power Pressure Cooker XL. And while I'm doing this right now, be sure to hit the like, subscribe button, leave a comment, whatever it is that you like. Become part of the community. Let's get this community rolling. If you guys like what I'm doing, I really appreciate a little bit of feedback. So feel free to let me know any questions, comments, new gestures, whatever it is that you want to give me. It's fine with me. So this chicken's coming along really, really nice already, and that's just throughout the conversation that we've had thus far. So I'm going to keep on stirring so that it'll go for a couple more minutes before I apply the next phase. Okay, now that that's starting to cook up pretty good, I'm going to go ahead and drop in our onion and our minced garlic. And I do have a little spot in my vessel just kind of dedicated for that for right now, to get those aromas really working. And that's just for right here, right now, because I am going to be mixing this a lot more thoroughly in just a second. But just let it start cooking off on its own, especially since I've already got the chicken in there. Now what you can do is go ahead and start off with the onion and garlic at first and then drop in your chicken. But because it's cooked so fast, I really like starting off with the chicken and then applying my veggies in there. And that's just like I said, just to kind of slow down that part of the cooking process on that. It's already going to come out tasting like butter, so we're good regardless. Okay folks, now I've got my chicken pretty nice and white. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what this looks like. See, it's really nice and white already. I've already started mixing in the onions and the garlic with my chicken. It's already pretty much cooked through for the most part. I mean, it's not cooked through, I know that for a fact. But for what it's worth, I mean, that chicken's pretty much good to go. So let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so for the next phase of our recipe, I'm gonna go ahead and add in our seasonings, which is gonna be our salt, our cumin, and our chicken bouillon. And I'm just gonna put it in like so, along with 2 tablespoons of tomato sauce. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and give that a little mix just to make sure everything spreads out nice and evenly. Next, actually, we got to brown the rice. So I'm going to put this in with our chicken, and I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more vegetable oil to it, since I know for a fact I did not hit that 1/4 cup yet. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, keep on mixing it because, you know, like I said, you got to brown the rice. The chicken's already pretty much cooked pretty good. Keep on mixing it. Make sure to get it off the walls. You'll probably find a couple pieces of onion, maybe a little bit of garlic, but for sure the rice will be on the walls. So just knock that down, or, you know, just let it sit there for a little bit. We're going to apply the liquid in just a moment, and at that point in time, then I'm going to really make sure that I get all those little, you know, grains of rice off and into the liquid, because if it is not in the liquid, it's not going to cook properly. So, you know, to avoid any problems like that, just keep it below sea level. Okay, folks, the rice is now pretty much perfect the way I like it. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is just over 2 cups, but this is going to be the perfect amount of liquid that we're going to need. And silence has come over the crowd. Love it, folks. I really, really do. This is going to be delicious. Let me put sushi right there. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix it all up one more time, one final time. And like I mentioned earlier, make sure you get all those grains of rice from off of your vessel into the liquid. Otherwise, it's not going to fully cook, and you're just going to probably have some burnt off pieces of rice that you're going to have to scrape off later on. So as I do that, give it one last mix. Make sure the chicken's nice and evenly distributed. Okay, got a little piece of onion on that, but that's all right. This guy is really mixed well. All you got to do now is just put the lid on. I'm going to hit the rice risotto setting. Well, actually, I take that back. Put the lid on, lock it, make sure it's secure. I'm going to move my little spout over to the closed position. Then we're going to come on over here again. Let's cancel out what we've got going on already. Canceled out. So now we're going to go rice risotto. We're going to add just a little bit of time on it. I'm going to give it 10 minutes. That's really all that we need. Blingo blango. Arroz con pollo, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes after pressure's built up. This is going to be delicious. I'm really anxious and ready to show you guys what we got. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that we're here on the final couple moments of our arroz con pollo, I'm very excited to show you guys the final results. It always gets the job done. Like I said, it can also be used as a side. Feel free to make it your own. Add a couple extra things. If I would add in a little bit of oregano possibly, maybe a little bit of Italian seasoning, just to give it just a little bit extra dimensions on it, and also complement the chicken a little bit better too. But since we're doing this Tex-Mex style, what you get is what you get. The timer's beat. It already switched by itself to the keep warm and I guess standby position. So now all I gotta do is just release the steam valve. And once this guy's over, you guys know the routine. You're about to see some delicious arroz con pollo. For those of you that are new to the show, the Power Pressure Cooker XL, it cooks off of steam. So what it's doing right now is releasing all that steam so that you can safely remove the lid as soon as it's done. So if you're just tuning in, maybe even just kind of browsing around for the Power Pressure Cooker XL, it will drop a pin once all the steam is released. And it comes right out of this little hole on the top lid. You'll hear it, it'll be very faint. Let's see, and it should be dropping. Let's try this again. In 3, 2. That was me. There it went. Got it. So that was a little pin dropping. It is now safe to open. I'm going to go ahead and do so for you guys right now. Folks, that looks delicious. It really, really does. All right, folks, so now this is ready to be plated. I'm going to go ahead and just give it a little mix before I do so, of course. And, you know, over here at our house, we do like it a little bit soupy. That's just how we get down over here. That's how we roll. And hopefully you guys will too. But if you want it a little bit on the drier side, you know, feel free to maybe put in another 5 minutes or so. You probably don't even need that because this is barely even soupy. This has just, you know, the dredges of the last little bits of the liquid. So, you know, it's really good. Here we go. I don't know why I'm wasting time. Here we go, guys. Here we go. You know what? Let me focus in on the chicken too. I don't want it to look barren. One more scoop. Yummy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. You guys seen me burn my mouth in previous episodes, so I'm definitely not going to do that for you guys this time around. But it's got everything. It's got everything you need. I promise. Oh, I really want to try this. Okay, this is going to be for you guys. All right. Provecho.